What is good, everybody? This is going to be my first weekly outlook of 2026. Now, I am filming this, as you can see here, on the 30th of December. So, things may have changed a little bit by the time you're watching this, but this is literally the only time now until Sunday where I could actually be able to sit down properly and film this video. So yeah, we're going to start off on the weekly time frame. It's my first time looking at price action for the last sort of like 3 weeks. And then I'm going to go through Euro USD, we're going to go through DXY, and then, yeah, I'm going to obviously show you what I'm going to be looking at for the first trading week of January. So let's get into it. So as you can see here, obviously on the weekly time frame, we know that from last year, obviously we saw this sweep up here. We know we had a possible week low. We was looking to see if I believe it was the 4 hour time frame had shifted within here to signal a possible week high instead of this week low here. Now, I don't actually know if we have seen that shift just yet. Let's drop to the 4 hour and we can take a quick look. What has occurred? Okay, so the 4 hour has shifted here, and actually, yeah, here it did shift towards at the beginning of December there. So we did shift, which obviously indicates a week high over here to the left. So we know that this high on the weekly time frame is going to likely be the next target now. So we can mark that out as our week high. So I'm just going to put a highlighter on that high there and make it visible so it's only visible on the weekly time frame. So we know that high to the left there is weak. On the 4 hour time frame, what can we kind of expect? Obviously here you can see that we've seen some sort of pullback. We're going to look on the 15-minute here to deem if this is a valid 4 hour pullback or not. If it's not, then obviously we can expect a pullback into this 4 hour leg. But at the same time, we could just see these smaller ranges to the upside until this weak high to the left is taken out. Just because when we have them clear draws, it tends to happen very quick. It's like the impulsive moves that you see on the lower time frames. So we're going to, obviously, we'll use the 1 hour or the medium time frames here to determine if this section here is a, oh, sorry, wrong button. Goodness sake, there we go. This button, this one here, if that's a valid pullback. If it is, then we know we've got possible weak high. I'm trying to move my friggin', I can't see because the camera's in the way. There we go. We know we have a possible weak high here, which we can then obviously look to target. 4 hour, you can see here very, well, it's not even a break, it's definitely a sweep. So again here, if medium time, if this is a 4 hour high and medium time frame has switched bearish, then that would actually indicate a weak low here. So we have already started to see, this is why I don't like trading that kind of like price action between the second week of December and the second week of January, because you do just see a lot of this mix in like sort of direction. If we look at the 1 hour here, what do we see? We can see that, so obviously here was our last break. That there wasn't a valid break. I remember that. That was just a lower time frame pullback because that was the last 5 minute low here. Obviously then okay, so yeah, right. This is not a valid 4 hour high. This is the medium time frame high, which price did then run up towards after this pullback here. So what can we kind of expect from this? Obviously, we know that we're seeing a sweep of this high. You can see the sweep there on the hourly time frame as well. So if we change this to medium time frame structure, and then we can mark that out as our sweep. Oh, press the wrong bloody button. Text, there we go. Sweep at the high. Sorry, if this is like, you're looking at me like this guy never used TradingView. It's literally the camera is right in the center of my screen, so I cannot see what I'm doing. But yeah, so we've got the sweep of the high here, which now technically indicates a weak low here, if lower time frame has shifted bearish. Let's take a quick look. So has the lower time frame shifted bearish? Obviously, we can go all the way back. We can mark our lower time frame structure. So we've got this break here on the lower time frame. Again, let's just mark this out as lower time frame because you end up with lines literally all over the place. So lower time frame, we then get this break here. Sweep of that low. That could have been a possible, maybe a possible entry. You can see here you actually do get a refined sweep set up. So here you see your sweep, come down, resweep, an entry candle would have been there, target the week high. Plays out beautifully, as you would expect it to do. There we go. Then get that other break. And at that point there, we do actually take out this, or that's when we sweep this high to the left. So this here is our last low. And there we go. At that point there, we do shift bearish. So then, obviously here, you can argue that's quite a questionable break, to be honest. I wouldn't even mark that as a break. So we don't really break structure until all the way over here. We then see pullback, and then we do get another break here. This looks a bit more reasonable, so I'm happy to mark that. That's the protected high. Like I say, this is all likely going to change by the time you're watching this anyway, so obviously you can just do your own analysis from this point here, or you can join the free Discord. I'll leave a link in the description below where I'll post an updated version on Sunday. So obviously at the moment we'd be looking for the pullback, the turning point, obviously target this week low. So with that shifting, that does indicate a weak medium time frame low here to the left. So this low here would be weak, which is completely fine, because all that signals to us is that although higher time frame wise we do have a weak high to the left, like I said at the start of the video, we can expect that 4-hour pullback within here to occur, something like this. So with us getting a weak low here, why my buttons are not working? There we go. With this weak low here to the left, this is now indicating that the 4-hour pullback is likely starting, and we can look for obviously shorts to come and target this weak low, and then follow that 4-hour pullback, look for a turning point within here, come and target this high and possibly this week high over here to the left. So this week high to the left is obviously a longer term target. This week low is going to be a temporary target, and we can just continue obviously looking for shorts down to that week low. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Like I say, I'm going to post an updated version of this inside the free Discord later on in the week. But for now, this is the only opportunity I've had to actually sit down and film this video. So that is obviously, like I keep saying, that is the outlook for the first trading week of January. Obviously week highs, but we know now that we've got a possible 4-hour pullback starting. Obviously we need to see the medium time frame confirm it. So once that week low is traded through with the medium time frame, then we mark that as a valid break. But for now, we're just going to look to follow lower time frame structure all the way down to this week low, looking for any possible entries. Obviously, if you're trading at this time, I'm not. But yeah, looking to trade towards this week low, trade the 4-hour pullback, and then we have them higher time frame, longer term targets like this week high to the left. So yeah, I'm going to leave that one there. Obviously, like always, any questions, join the free Discord or drop them in the comments and I will answer them for you.